All right, everybody, what's going on? This is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, your Las Vegas Realtor, bringing you another property tour. So today we are doing something a little bit different. I'm actually doing a voiceover, and the reason why we are doing this because the audio for this video footage was so horrible. And I wasn't too sure if I was going to release this video today or not, but I figured, hey, you know what? Let's not waste the good footage. Let's go ahead and do a voiceover. So this property that we are touring today is by a home builder out here in the Las Vegas Valley. They are a local builder, Pkwy. Now this is a contemporary modern home in a gated community. Master and guest rooms are downstairs, with a large loft upstairs, the great room and the game room downstairs. This property features 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. And you do have some high ceilings, I would say about 20-foot ceilings. This property is located in the North Las Vegas Valley, in an area called Lone Mountain. What you will notice about Lone Mountain, there are a lot of custom homes with bigger lots. Anywhere from 1/4 of an acre to 1/2 an acre, even to an acre lot size. So if you are looking to purchase a property that has more land, Lone Mountain is a place that you should probably consider. However, Lone Mountain does not have master plan communities, but they do have subs, which are smaller HOAs in developments that have 5, 10, or even 40 homes. Now, as we enter the door here, as you can see, we have the frosted glass. I believe this one was an 8-foot door. Off to the right here, we have a den, or this could be converted as an office. But at this time, this is Pkwy's sales office. We just have a pre-wire on a ceiling fan here. And let me just kind of turn around, just showing you guys what is going on here. Let's take a look. As you can see, we get that 6-panel door right across the hallway here. That is the storage. I believe on this one you have the 4-inch baseboards. You know, I guess I'm opening the closet right now. Here we go. Okay, this is just the coat closet. All standard. Casings around the door are 2-inch casing, straight edge cornering, as you can see. On this one, I believe this one is a orange, you know what, I'm sorry, this one is actually a Santa Fe texture here with a 2-tone paint. Here's that baseboard we were just talking about, the straight edge, and also right there you see the central vac. The tiling here is 24 by 20 with a 3/16 stagger. Not too sure if the grouts have been sealed or not. Here is one of the bedrooms that is downstairs. Now, this room has 4-can lighting and also pre-wire for a ceiling fan. This room right here is 12 by 12. Also, did you notice the junction or the jumper to the air conditioning unit for the supply line? The jumper duct, that's what we call it here. Now this is the model home, but this one is for sale, and also the sales office for Pkwy, so keep that in mind. So this one has a little bit more upgrades than the normal build, but remember with Pkwy, they are a semi-custom home builder, which allows you to have more options and features and designs during the time of your build. So you can see we have some electrical in your 1-in-1, so that's where your TV would go, should you decide to make this into a guest bedroom. Right here I'm just showing the jumper to the supply line or your return line for your AC unit, which is a nice feature to have. Some builders will charge you for that feature. We have 10-foot ceilings here. Right across is the laundry room. Here is the bathroom. We have a full bath. The vanities on this one I believe are 30-inch vanities. You have the dovetails. Not too sure what the brand maker is. That's another thing that you can ask the builder as far as the cabinetry. Who is the manufacturer? You've got companies like Urban Effects, MCs. Those are one of my top cabinet makers out here. and also depending on the type of design as well. There are so many different designs for cabinets. Here, as you can see, they tiled from bottom to the top, but they have a 6-inch little bench here. I think that's more to put your soaps and shampoos. They did tile all the way to the top. Remember, that is an option, so this would be a structural option at that time. Then when you hit the design studio, you will go ahead and have the option depending on the tile. The window here have been tinted. Those are dual pane windows. All right, coming on down to the right here. This is the laundry room. The vanity here is 36 inches with Petrofina countertops. And the upper cabinets are 42 with a 3-inch crown. We have some nice cabinetry, as you can see. These are soft closing cabinets. Right here is a couple of the neighborhoods, Edgestone. What are the other neighborhoods? We got Elk Ridge. If you haven't gone to Elk Ridge, I do have videos on Elk Ridge, which is a very, very nice community. And I love their casitas and their single stories with the pool. Right here, I'm just showing the type of cabinetry that you can pick in all different levels. Now, keep in mind, with the builder, when you are buying a new home build, it does come with some standard cabinets, and you do have some standard colors that you can pick from as far as the style of the cabinets. Depending on how they sell their tiers and their products, it will cost you from one builder to another. Here's your smart panel box. This is a 24-inch smart panel box. As you can see, we have the router, the modem, and all your cable here. As big as of a home this is, I would probably have a AV closet. I would have a full system with a home at this size, and based upon the purchase price. Talking about that, I did forget to mention what the purchase price on this home is. The asking price for this particular home here is $1,081,848. I am not too sure how they came up with that. Now the permits have been pulled on here in 2009, but the year built on here is 2000. I'm sorry. The permits have been pulled for 2019. This is still considered a new construction build. So the other thing I wanted to mention is that this is a 2-story with a 3-car garage. It is 4,425 square feet. Features a 4 bedrooms, a den, and also a loft. The price per square foot that they are asking on this property is $244 a square foot. Remember, this is a gated community too as well. And the lot size on here is 10,454 square feet. Now, going back to the cabinets, definitely have some nice cabinets. I love the fact that you have the cabinetry right in front of the island. That's another thing that you have to take a look at. Some builders will add that, but won't utilize that space. In addition to that, they will charge you a cost. This is a 2-inch quartz countertop, and they've done a really good job on the countertops here. Now, these countertops are a little bit more pricey, and a lot of rehabbers and investors and also builders are using this type of countertops. Now, I want you to take a look and see on the quartz countertops, are they half-inch, a quarter of an inch, or 3/4 of an inch? And how you can tell is by the edge of the sink. And sometimes the builders may charge you more, or just amount as, or the same amount as other builders, but some builders will only give you a 1/4 of an inch versus a 1/2 inch. But if you did a 1/2 inch, it's going to cost you more money. So these are kind of the tips and tricks where you need to catch some of these builders where you don't want to basically get hustled. And that's not the case here, but I just want you to be aware. As you can see, the backsplash is all the way to the top. I definitely would have finished that backsplash above the cabinets too as well. I'm not too sure why didn't finish it all the way down to the side. But that's something that I would do. Let me know in the comments below if that's something that you would do. I do love this built-in refrigerator here. And I believe the product here on the appliances are, I think it was Decor Cafe. I just don't remember. But let's see what those are. I can't really see. Went too fast for me. Okay, so you have some nice subway tile, glass backsplash. You do have a microwave below here. Right there's the garage. Now what I like about this builder, I love their design where they built the pantry right in the back of the kitchen. And this is a pretty decent sized pantry, as you can see. And look what they used right here, a fluorescent light. Now also, you see this little square box here? This tells me that there's probably an access to an AC unit or some sort of plumbing that needs to be done if something happens to a system. Or that could also be the tub up there, but we'll identify that once we go upstairs. Here's all this additional extra cabinet space. There's your air filter. Here is your 3-car garage here. Now it's dark here. I wonder if I turned on the lights because I don't remember. Okay, here we go. So we did turn on the lights. So the garage has not been epoxied. And I don't know why I'm taking my time just holding the camera. Here we go. Let's get the move on. Okay, because I was turning on the garage door switch. So it is a 3-car garage. You got your power panel right here, your box. You got your 2 water heaters. Now with the hot water heaters, make sure it's enough supply or the enough regulated gallons to supply your home based upon the square footage of your home. Those 2 tubes right there, I believe, are the secondary line for your AC unit for your condensation. Coming back into the house here. I definitely love the layout of this home. It's really just nice and open. Here's your great room. Love the fact that they did the tile all the way to the top there. They didn't cut no cost on the can lightings. However, I believe in the bedrooms, they didn't do all the can lightings on this one. But I do love this section right here for the dining area. This dining area right here is 13 by 20. Now, what you see right there, you have a 12-foot slide here, right? These are aluminum slides, and these are 0 thresholds. And this kind of opens up and it turns into a bar to the outside of your patio, which is really, really nice. I mean, take a look at this. This is true 0 threshold, and I love these type of designs. Now, throughout this whole home, I think this is the best feature of this home with the transition from the inside and outside where it just turns into a bar. I love that. And I do love the windows too. Now, as you can see, like Lone Mountain, if you look on the outside, there's nothing but mountain views, right? Right here's the can lighting shown. So this one's got 6 can lighting and a pre-wire for a chandelier. However, if you are going to put a fan there, you need to make sure it is weighted for the ceiling fan. Right here, I think this is a 48-inch fireplace. I'm not too sure if it was a heat glow or not. I just don't remember. I do apologize. This is a gas. Normally with these fireplaces, you can also change the color too as well. As you can see, we got tile all the way to the top. And we got 1 light bulb out. Now imagine changing that light bulb. How are you going to do it? Maybe a scaffold or 1 big tall ladder. But you're probably better off just contacting a handyman. Definitely love the colors with the 2-tone paint. And right here we have a 16-foot slide aluminum, which is nice. Dual pane windows, tinted. Now, there's one thing that I talked about here. I remember. I love this little area here, but what do you really do with this? And the suggestion that I was thinking is doing a single stem or a double stem floating staircase, which will eliminate all this wasted space underneath the staircase, and it would really open up this home. So I'm actually curious, is that something that you guys would do? But just imagine if all this was just open right here, all this wasted space. And if you came around and just picture this being open, and just that little corner pocket, what you could do is possibly like a waterfall or water feature, some river rock underneath, and I think it would just be a great element and having a large chandelier hanging down right above it. Now we're going to go upstairs. The staircase on this is, I believe, a 36-inch wide on this one, and I believe the pads on this one is a 5-pound pad. And I do love the trim here, or the baseboards coming along the stairs. That was very clean, and it's just those little certain fine details that really pique my interest. Look at this loft style right here. Marvelous, right? So now we're coming into the bedroom upstairs. Now I believe this bedroom upstairs is 13 by 12. We have a standard closet, 2 by 8. On this one, we have, I believe these ones are 10-foot ceilings on here too as well. Kind of take a look outside of the neighborhood. Kind of showing you the roof lines, and look at that mountain. Isn't that gorgeous all the way around? Now also one thing I wanted to mention too is HOAs within this community is $205 a month. Okay, property taxes are roughly about $12,000 a month. However, taxes will be adjusted based upon your township location too as well. Typically it's about 1%. The most that they could raise it on a primary residence with the county is 3%. On an investment property is about 6%. However, you should be getting a form every single year, especially for investment properties. If you are renting out your investment properties, according to HUD, they want to know what you are charging in your area. If you are charging more in your area, then what happens is that you will be taxed a little bit higher on your property tax. So if you are below the rental comps, then you would only be charged at 3%. But that can always be adjusted, but you will get this form out every single year for every single property. Okay. Now here we talk about the tub, and one concern I had is that they have this little ledge right here where you sit down. I think when they purchased this tub, this was not the right size tub for this size of this bathroom, because normally the size of the bathroom will be based upon the size of the tub. So I ran across this a couple times where builders will not have enough space or have more than enough space, and what do they do with that space? Then they'll just go ahead and make a bench. So I don't know if it's a flawed design, but I've ran across builders where they just have to do that as far as an engineering standpoint, and it's just dead space, so you might as well make a little curb or sit on bench, whatever you want to call it. Here, now coming into the loft area. The loft is 15 by 19, and I believe you do have an option to turn this one into a bedroom too as well. Don't quote me. Now we have a 12-foot aluminum slide, again dual pane. Now this is facing the front of the home. Now the home is facing east. Okay, really good slides. Love this little balcony here. Come up to the front. There goes that black truck again. It's so odd. It's like wherever I go, that black truck keeps following me. I must have a secret fan. Let me know in the comments below. Now also the other thing is I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of emails and supports where people are loving this channel, and I just wanted to give a shout out to all the subscribers and all the people that have been sending me messages, emails, and stuff like that. I really do appreciate your support. When I get these positive emails, positive phone calls, this keeps me going and it drives me forward. Now, we are in another bedroom here, and this is the suite, because this one has a full bathroom on here. This one, the bedroom, is 13 by 14. The vanity on this one is only 30 inches on the vanity, which I prefer to go a little bit higher on the 36. It would just make more sense on a resale value. Now take a look at that window right there. Isn't that gorgeous with that mountain view right there in the background here? Look at that. Now we have tile all the way to the top. Not quite my style. I think it clashes a little bit. I would love more of a cleaner look, but again, these are just my own opinions, and my opinions just don't matter because this video is just for entertainment purposes only. I love the fact that they did put that fluorescent light inside of the closet here. Walking through the 6-panel door again. These doors are actually solid doors, so I'm pretty impressed with that. Now, initially, I thought this was just an additional closet, but this is the utility room for the AC units. As you can see, we have 3 furnaces on this right here, okay? Now, remember when we were downstairs inside of the pantry where you had that box? So that's where this leads to. So if there was any problems, they have full access to this. Now, the other thing is that I would have made this room a AV room. In addition to that, if I was going to put that smart panel box, I would probably put that smart panel box upstairs versus downstairs in that little closet space. Now we're coming on downstairs. Look at that railing. Love that. Remember, with the railings, that's a 2-part purchase or 2-part design, construction design, and also your studio design as far as structural, and also picking the type of railings. Now we're going to come out here. We have a nice cover patio. And one thing that I do like about this, ooh, look at that outside. Isn't that a gorgeous mountain with that blue skies? Now look at this bar. Isn't this gorgeous? This is a great concept right here. Look at that. That's hot, baby. And I love how they transitioned that tile all the way across. And that tile was one piece. I'm sorry, not tile, but that quartz was one piece. They could have used a whole different quartz, but the veins went all the way through, which makes it look nice. It gives that extra custom look, and I love that the pop out there too as well. There was one thing that I wanted to mention too with this covered patio. If you take a look at the covered patio, the tiles, they actually use a lot better tiles versus their regular travertine tiles. I'm not sure the name of those type of tiles, but I think they were like 6x12s on those, and those were really nice. And look at the attention to the detail here on these pop-outs. Really, really great job. Here's your side access to your garage. That would have been an upgraded feature at the time of the build. Here we go. We got Lennox with the 3 AC units. Now keep in mind, with the new guidelines according to the EPA, they are no longer using the refrigerant R22. So if you are buying an older home, you may want to get a home warranty, because if the AC takes a dump, you may have to replace the AC units. If you place the AC units, one AC unit can run you up to $15,000. That's correct, $15,000. Now coming off to the side of the home here, I definitely like the color block. However, I don't know if the color block as far as like the brown is in. I kind of like the dark blues, more of the Mediterranean modern type of look. But I guess with Mediterranean modern, you do have that brown. Now, I thought the outside of the windows here, these are vinyl frames. I thought they were painted, but they're actually not painted. Now, this is cool as hell. So right here we have the rainwater drain system here. As you can see, the reason why they put these bigger rocks, so that way it doesn't splash all over the place. And what happens is it eventually digs a hole if you have small little pebbles. But whoever put that landscaping together, kudos to them. They knew what they were doing, or that was a builder design. And I think that was like awesome, which totally makes sense, because when you have rainwater coming down to a gutter and you have small rocks, what tends to happen is the rocks start to disperse. Then it starts to hit the dirt. But these rocks are big and heavy. You won't have those issues. And again, I think that's like the coolest thing. Again, here's the pavers that I was talking about. Coming back into the home. Pan around again and really show you this home here. Now, I almost forgot to show you guys the master bedroom, but now coming into the master bedroom. The master bedroom here is 18 by 21. And it's a pretty decent sized master bedroom here. So you would have all your outlets there. You have that Smurf tube right there. That's where your TV would go. Now what I realized from the other day, selling another home, and it was actually a model home. And it was so funny that the model home that we looked at with the furniture, the home looked so big, but then when we took out the furniture to purchase that model home, the square footage looked a lot smaller. It's so unique how when you add the element of furniture into a home, you can have the appearance where the home seems bigger. It's just crazy. As you can see, the master hasn't been upgraded, but I love the fact that they use the fluorescent light in here. Great job. Instead of the canned lighting. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. Definitely a home like this, you really need a couple things. Number one, some high-end cabinets, and also a home at this size, at this price point. A lot of these homes are really getting more smarter, and what I mean by that is the technology that's integrated into the home integrated system, and I think that's where we are going now with these homes. And when you're spending $1 million in a home, you definitely want your home smart, not stupid, right? You want it smart. Now, unfortunately, I have a stupid home, and we need to upgrade my home. But besides the point, that's where I see where it's going. Now, here's the thing. Guys, I'm just making a joke, and I'm just trying to have fun with this video. So, don't criticize me. All right. So we have some nice high cabinets, 36 on the vanity here. And these drawers are really some nice drawers. I'm not too sure, again, who the cabinet makers are. But remember, with a lot of these builders and investors, what they will do is pretty much buy a bulk of the same cabinets, the bulk of the same baseboards, the bulk, same paint, the carpet. So they pretty much use the same vendors, and they buy it at bulk to get a better discount. Now, coming back into the home, I do love this area right here of this home. Now, if you guys are interested in this home, the earnest money deposit is $25,000. You can literally move in this home within 35 days. Now, the other thing with jumbo loans are very, very hard to come by now. The guidelines are getting more strict based upon what's going on in today's economy. Now, also, I did pull the number for April. April home sales have dropped by 50%, but believe it or not, the median price point for a home is at $310,000. Now, what I've noticed, a lot of people that are out of state are still coming out here to buy a home, so just keep that in mind. But I'm going to do a video on that as well in detail to get you guys caught up to the housing market here in Vegas. Other than that, guys, I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, and have a blessed day, guys.